Yo! What is up? It's 8-Bit Eric. We got this sent in the mail to the channel. What exactly is this? Well, it's a Anbernic model RG280V, aka basically a handheld emulation machine. You're going to see right here. I'm going to leave a link down below, by the way. We're going to unbox it and take a look at it. I'm really excited because you could put emulators on here and download ROMs and stuff. I had an opportunity to get this sent to the channel, so I was like, all right. So take a look at that. It actually looks pretty nice, pretty big screen on it, and it's really solidly built. Now, one major downside I noticed, there's no cartridges that are accepted. Like, it would be cool if you could put Game Boy games in it, but there's an AV out, a headphone jack, you got some shoulder buttons, and looks like we have our volume and a SD card, SD mini card slot right there. And yeah, so we're gonna check this bad boy out. Let's go ahead and see what else is in the box. What's in the box? So we got our cable. Looks like we have a SD card in there, and we have some instructions. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this. So it looks like there is drivers that need to be installed. Looks like there's all sorts of... Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and set this sucker up, and we'll get back to you when I'm done. Hopefully I don't screw it up. Okay, so I have it all set up. I have the thing on. The screen is kind of really bright if you put it close to the camera, but you can see it has like a little desktop. If you use the shoulder button, you can scroll between like emulators, games, settings, applications. So you can install a lot of stuff on here. I've even seen like people developing open software and stuff to put like RetroArch and things like that, but there's a lot of stuff. It even comes pre-installed with some like regular games on it. But the main highlight, the main feature that I would say this thing is for is its emulator capabilities, which there's actually some pre-installed on here. I was over here getting ROMs legally on the internet to install them, but yeah, they were pre-installed. So we got NES capability, Game Boy capability, Genesis. I believe there is Super Nintendo. I think you do PC Engine. I think you do PS1 and others like that. Even MAME. So we're gonna go ahead and check the emulator for Nintendo, and you can see right here down the list. Got a ton of them on here. Check it out, tons. And at first impression, somebody would think, okay, this seems kind of like small, like it's short and fat, like my anyways, but the button placement is okay. You know, holding it with 2 fingers on the sides like this, it kind of works. Maybe if you have big hands, it might be an issue, but for me, my little girl hands, it feels pretty good to hold it like that. So let's pick a game. Let's load up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. And we're going to use the high-tech second camera. So pardon the blurriness on the screen. You can see doesn't look half bad if you bend it that way, but sounds pretty decent. The actual device. It doesn't look half bad. This camera ain't doing it justice, but if I come over here, you can see it's backlit pretty freaking good. So you could play in the dark. It's backlit pretty good. Looks pretty high quality. Sounds good. I believe it's mono sound. Joe from GameSack, if you're watching this, feel free to correct me on that. So let's at least check out the buttons, which they seem okay and responsive. The D-pad is okay. I know that this company has another device that's more of like a GBA layout, where it's more like horizontal, like it's like a wider grip. I probably would like that one a lot more, but this is still a pretty cool device considering the amount of things that you can do with it, with some of the open software and stuff that you could download and put on it. It's basically like a mini little like a portable RetroPie in a way, if you think about it. I'm not super high tech or anything like that, but yeah, not that bad. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Now there's a reset button right here, power button, volume. This is where the SD card goes again. Headphones up top, Type C. Let's reset it. Just is reset right there. Works pretty good. Let's go ahead and see what else we have that we can work with it. So, input testers. Let's do a Game Boy. So there's Game Boy Color games on here, and there's Game Boy regular. Let's see. Find a classic Game Boy game. Here we go. Let's do Castlevania 2 Belmonts. So we're loading it up. Might be a little too bright. You can see my camera sucks. So taking a look at it, and the emulator does the little Game Boy screen, which that's kind of like that's a nice little touch for what we're seeing here. Now I don't know if there's brightness controls or not. You know what? I might go gorilla style. Give me a second. So we're gonna go gorilla style with the game real quick, just so you guys could see. So, Belmont's Revenge. We're going to move the camera just a tad, so you guys can see. Now, I think you could change like the emulator to not have that display. Maybe zoom it in, stuff like that. I'd have to play. Pretty handy, I would say. I'm not too familiar with this Castlevania. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little device. If you're looking for something to emulate and stuff, it's built pretty solid. It doesn't feel cheap at all. You can see that's about how wide it is. What can I compare to my cell phone? You can see the width, about an iPhone and a little bit more. So I'm digging it. I will leave you guys a link in the description. I need to play around with this a lot more, because it seems like there's all sorts of stuff you can do with this. I wish I could find out if there's any kind of way to lower the brightness of this. I don't know. My second camera that I use definitely is not too good with backlight, but that tells you how strong this backlight is. You know, this is kind of like a rinky-dink second camera, so it didn't do it justice, but looking at this, you could definitely see the screen is nice. You know what? My curiosity is getting the best of me. Let me see if there's any kind of PlayStation. Yeah, there's some PlayStation stuff in here. Let's see. Would be a good one. Metal Gear Solid. I couldn't imagine playing on a PS1 game prolonged on a D-pad. Oh, here we go. It's loading. Classic fucking game. Normal. I remember playing Metal Gear Solid 1 on the demo disc that was like on the PlayStation magazine back in the day. Look at this. This opening is so iconic. Alright, so we're gonna reset it. Yeah, feel free to check it out in the link down below. Lots of potential with this. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you on the next one.